listen to your coaches. Are you still training right now? Still doing 1 a day, 2 a day, short sessions? What are you doing right now?
So I start at 10 every day, and I'm done by like 2:30. And I do 2 hours, 2.5 hours between that. I did 10. I have a lift on Monday with Landau Performance, and I just did a hard-ass workout with my coach, Trevor.
Right.
Yeah, I'm training. So when I did take that fight with Tony, I had a great base for my cardio. I was training. I kept telling myself something big was coming. So it was different.
If you had to highlight one weakness, if someone said to you, what's Khabib's biggest weakness? How would you answer that? Or if there isn't one, then fair enough.
That's one. I think his biggest weakness is, I believe that he thinks he's infallible.
Interesting.
I think that's, and I think if you told him that or brought it to his attention, I believe that he would be very good at explaining to you how he does not believe that. But I believe that he surrounds himself with people who stroke his ego. I believe that culture tends to, this is what I'm counting on anyways. Tend to stroke your ego. I've seen it. I've seen it over there. I've seen fighters really just surround themselves with a posse that really pumps them up and jacks them up. And today he breathes oxygen. His brain needs to get oxygen. If I could short circuit that oxygen supply for half a second, then he'll sleep.
We've seen time and time again, that's often a downfall for big name fighters. I'm talking, the big guys. Back in the day, you had Mike Tyson, had this whole fucking posse of yes men kissing his ass, and next minute he's not focusing in training camp. Conor McGregor, famously, he's going into fights, maybe not with the best conditioning because he's got a bunch of fucking yes men around him. And so I see what you're saying, because Khabib has this crew. And rightly so. They respect him, they worship him, but they treat him like this godlike figure. So your point is, are they really, really fucking pushing him hard in camp?
Who's beating his ass in sparring is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Who's throwing the shots I'm going to throw at his head, because he needs to see that. But again, this is, it needs to be said, this is the toughest Khabib. He's fought 28 times, but no one's fought this Khabib. With the circumstances that he's fighting under right now, with his father passing away, I can only imagine what he's, how tough this man's going to be to beat. So I'm working. I'm going to try my hardest. And
then last question. Sorry, Lewis, buddy. I've been dominating this, but
no, please continue.
Do you feel, because there's a lot of talk now about him fighting GSP. He wants to retire at 30-0. And I'm sorry that a lot of the talk is revolving around Khabib, Justin. My apologies. But, okay, good. I don't want to be disrespectful to you. But, you've probably seen it. His dad's wish was for him to retire at 30, beating you would make him 29. Then he's going to look for GSP in his 30th fight and bow out. I mean, how does that make you feel? What do you say to that?
Just adds to my point I just made.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing. He should believe, you should believe that he should believe that I will not beat him or I cannot beat him, but you should never look past an opponent. I'm dangerous. I promise you I'm dangerous. You've seen it many times. I put many people to sleep. I've made at least 7 guys retire. At least 7 guys have never stepped in a cage after I was finished with them. And I make you question if you ever want to go through that again, and I will make him question that.
All right. Well, that's good for me.
Every time he says something, it's like another highlight reel. I'm like, I want to watch this fight right now.
Yeah.
Stop, maybe.
No. Hey, I can't wait for it, buddy. Well, listen, Justin, we'll let you go, my friend. We really appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy man, even though it's 11 weeks out. It's a big fucking fight. We all can't wait for it. The world's going to be watching. Thanks for joining us, bud.
I love seeing you fuck with their kids all the time. That shit's fun.
I was going to say, when you said before, I do what my coach is telling me, I felt like saying, well, have a fucking word with my son. Because we were in the garage before and I'm telling him what to do. He does not listen to me. I'm like, Callum, full range of motion. And it's a half range of motion. So send him a little message. Tell him he's a little shit.
To be a pussy, let him be a pussy.
All right, we'll leave on Justin calling my son a pussy. You're the man, Justin.